If your mind feels heavy, take a moment to rest. Gossip and Unending remind you you don't have to do it all. The Father is in control.
My beloved child, have you ever felt that everything seems to be shifting, even before you fully understand what is changing? Some mornings, you wake up and no longer feel like the person you were yesterday. Places you once called home suddenly feel too small for your soul. And sometimes, in the rush of life, you hear a quiet whisper, "A new home is waiting for you." This new home is not merely a physical shelter, it is a sacred symbol of a complete and powerful beginning. It is the place where your soul will be reborn, where every breath you take will carry my living presence. You will not merely survive, you will live abundantly, aligned with the very design I crafted for you before you were ever formed in your mother's womb. This home was not built by human hands, but prepared by me, the one who created the universe, yet draws close enough to wipe away your every tear. It is a place where peace is untouched by circumstances, where the storms of life cannot shake the foundation beneath you, even when chaos surrounds you. Your inner being will rest in a supernatural stillness, the kind that flows from knowing I dwell within. Do not mistake this calling. I did not choose you because you are strong. In truth, it is because you are weak that my strength can be revealed most fully. I did not choose you because you have it all together, but because I see the extraordinary beauty within you, beauty even you have yet to recognize. Each step you take is the unfolding of a loving plan I have written just for you. I do not promise a life without trials, but I do promise that every hardship will carry meaning. They will become keys that unlock the doors to maturity, wisdom, and unshakable faith. In this new home, I will not only heal your wounds, I will turn each scar into a mark of victory. The burdens you once carried will become stories that breathe life into others. My child, do not think of this home as a mere comfort for your life. It is a sacred space, a living temple where my kingdom is established. And you will be its keeper of light. With each day spent there, I will teach you to hear my voice, to discern good from evil, to love without condition, and to stand firm in truth amidst a world of deception. You will be refined not to become hard, but to grow resilient, supple like gold purified through fire. The gifts I placed within you are not simply talents, they are spiritual imprints, rays of heaven ignited in your soul to illuminate the world. Do not hide them. Do not fear that they are too small. Do not let doubt extinguish them, for when you use them for my kingdom, they will multiply. What you see as simple, I can transform into miracles. Your trembling hands will touch hearts, thought long hardened, and your voice, if yielded to me, will echo like mighty waters, awakening souls who have long been asleep. You no longer live for yourself. From the moment you step into this new home, a transformation begins not only on the outside, but deep within your very being. I will rewrite your life story not by erasing the past, but by weaving it into the fabric of something whole. The years you spent in darkness will become the backdrop for my light to shine more brightly. The times you fell will be proof of my supernatural support. You will tell this story not with shame, but with sacred pride that in your weakest moments, I performed my greatest wonders. Oh, beloved one, perhaps you're wondering, am I truly worthy? Could it really be that I was chosen among so many? The answer is yes. Not because you are worthy, but because I have chosen you. The right to choose is mine, and I do not choose by mistake. My love for you is not based on your perfection. In fact, your imperfection is where my mercy reveals its most profound beauty. I see the fears you cannot voice, the dreams you've buried, the moments you pretend to be okay when your heart is empty, and I do not abandon you. This moment right now is the moment of transformation. A door has opened, and I am holding your hand, inviting you to step through. I won't promise the road will be smooth, but I do promise you will never walk it alone. In every heartbeat, every decision, every breath, I will be there not only as your guide, but as your father, who loves you more than life itself. You will learn to walk not by sight, but by faith, and each step of faith will lead you into lands unknown, where miracles are ordinary and love knows no bounds. Believe this, as you reach out to heal others, you yourself will be healed. As you forgive, you will taste freedom. As you give what little you have, you will witness heaven's abundance pouring forth. The home I have prepared is not your destination, it is your launching ground. From there, you will be sent out, carrying hope, healing, life-giving words, and light to places where faith has all but died. I know you are tired. I have seen your battles. But now, you no longer have to fight alone. Lay down your burden. Let go of your defenses. You don't have to hide your pain from me. Let me hold you as you are, raw and real, in my arms. You don't need to be strong. You only need to be yourself, and I will do the rest. This home, the home of my presence, of new life, of endless joyous, not just a reward. It is a covenant between me and you, a covenant that cannot be broken. Wherever you go, whatever you do, even if you lose your way, I will come and bring you back. Even if you turn away, my love will chase after you, relentless and unwavering. You will never be forgotten. You are always seen and always loved. Step in. Let me transform you from the inside out. Let me fill you with grace, life, and courage, because you will no longer be the same. You are a new creation. You are a warrior of light. You are a bearer of good news in a broken world. You are an irreplaceable part of my redemptive plan. My child, I have seen every step you've taken, the steep hills you've climbed in exhaustion, the long nights you've lain in silence, unseen by anyone but me. As your tears soaked the pillow, I was there, never leaving for a moment, even when it seemed that all good things had left you. When darkness tried to swallow your soul, I was the resilient, but never absent, hidden, but never distant. I see the pain you can't put into words, the silent longings no one else has ever understood. You may have doubted, wondering if I was still there, if you had been forgotten. But I want you to know, not for one moment have I stopped loving you. Not once did I turn away when you fell. I am not the one who leads you into the wilderness only to abandon you there. No. I am the one who walks with you through the desert, when you had no strength. I was the one who lifted you up. When you collapsed, I carried you like a father holding his wounded child close. The battles you have fought, I saw them all. No one else knows how many sobs you had to suppress, how many smiles you wore while your heart broke. But I know, and not only do I know, I remember every pain. I've held close like a craftsman gathering precious fragments to create something new. Not one of your tears has been wasted. Each one was a silent prayer, and I have heard them all. The challenges you have faced are not signs of abandonment, they are signs of preparation. I am shaping you. I am carving away the old to reveal the beauty within. Each hardship is like fire, purifying gold, not to destroy you, but to cleanse you of what doesn't belong to the person I am forming you to be. Do not see your wounds as failure. See them as the markings of a glorious journey still unfolding. I am turning sorrow into strength, tears into seeds, and loss into the foundation of greatness. And the day will come very soon when you will look back and understand it all had meaning. The place you thought was the end was where I began a new chapter. The moment you knelt in despair was where I gave you power. And what you once begged me to take away has become the most precious part of your spiritual journey. Because I do not work in human ways, I work in heavenly ways. And heaven never makes a mistake. Take heart, my beloved. Believe that blessing is coming, not the fleeting kind, but deep, eternal blessing. I forget nothing. Every quiet sacrifice, every kind decision, every whispered prayer in the night, I have treasured them all. I will use them to lift you up, not to glorify you, but so others may see my faithfulness in your life and glorify my name. The brokenness you have endured will not be wasted. I will use it to help others rise. The loneliness you once knew will make you a refuge for those who feel alone. And yes, even the pain you wish to forget, I will make it a living testimony of my love, my healing, and my transforming power. You will not only overcome, you will walk as a victor, not by your own strength, but by mine, living in you. Let go of the old definitions you've given yourself. You are not a failure, not left behind, not the one who almost made it but never did. You are the one I chose, the precious gem I redeemed at great cost with love that is limitless, unconditional, and unfailing. You do not need to become perfect to be loved. You were loved long before you even knew it. I know you are weary. There are moments when you feel you've reached your limit, but remember, your limits are not my limits. It is at that very edge that I begin something new. When your strength runs out, I become your strength. When you have no words left to pray, I will place prayers upon your lips. Even your sighs are cries that I hear and I never turn away. You may not see the results immediately, but I am at work, in the silence, in the darkness, in what feels like delay. Nothing can hinder what I have promised to fulfill, though circumstances may change. I do not. I am the faithful one. My promises are yes and amen. So keep standing firm, keep believing, keep walking, even if it's just one small step at a time, because I am about to do something, great something, beyond your wildest dreams. The blessing that is coming will not only comfort you, will mark the beginning of a new era in your life, a season full of life, of light, of abundance. And the most wonderful part is this: you will not only receive, you will give. You will not only live, you will bring life to others. You will become a vessel, an instrument, a river flowing with life from heaven. So, my dear child, lift up your head, wipe away your tears, prepare your heart. Goodness is drawing nearer than ever before. I have seen every battle you've fought in now. Your reward is coming, not a fleeting, material reward, but eternal glory, a thick presence, and complete restoration from the inside out. Beloved, do not be afraid of what lies ahead. Even if the future looks uncertain, even if the challenges rise like mountains, know this for sure: you do not walk alone. I, the one who created the skies and the depths of the sea, I go before you. I do not only stand behind you to support, but I also go ahead to make a way where there seems to be none, to carve a path through the barren wilderness, to part the seas in the dark of night. Do not let your eyes be deceived by what you see. Before you, there may be closed doors and walls that seem unshakable, but I am the one who brings down strongholds with a shout of faith. I am the one who opens doors no one can shut, and shuts doors that no longer belong to you. With every step you take, I am the foundation beneath your feet, the strength in your trembling hands, the voice in your heart when you don't know what to pray. Do not doubt my presence just because you don't feel me. My presence does not rely on your emotions. It is an unchanging reality. I have said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And that is no empty promise. My word is spoken does not return void. It will accomplish exactly what I desire. What I have planned for you, the designs I have written, the hope-filled words I've planted in your heart, all of it will come to pass. In due time, in the right way, with my infinite wisdom. My child, stand firm. Do not let your faith be shaken by the winds of doubt or the whispers of fear. Know that your faith is not built on sand, but on the rock that is me. What I have begun in your life, I will bring to completion. The enemy may try to plant lies in your mind, whispering that you're not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough. But remind him, you're not standing by your own worth, but by the righteousness I have given you. You are not fighting alone. You carry authority from heaven. Yes, you have been given power, not human power, but divine authority from me. I have placed within you the authority to tread on every spiritual adversary. No scheme of darkness can defeat you when you walk in my light. You need not fear the enemy's weapons, for no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I am your fortress, your unshakable shield, the one who fights for you. Every accusation, every voice of condemnation from the world or from the enemy, you can silence, not with anger, but with truth. The truth that you are my child, that your worth is immeasurable, that you have been redeemed by my blood, and nothing, no one can separate you from my love. Walk in this awareness. This is your inheritance, a leftover, not a coincidence, but a gift I've preserved for you since the foundation of time. You are an heir to the promises, a bearer of the vision I placed on this earth. Do not diminish yourself because of human opinion. Do not let prejudice, failure, or your past dim the light of the destiny I have set before you. When I look at you, I do not see weakness. I see limitless potential. I see a warrior awakening. I see one who carries fire from heaven to earth. And I rejoice that you are wholly and truly you, not a copy of anyone else, not confined to a mold, but the original being I intricately formed from eternity. This is not the time to sit still and wait. This is the time to act. This is the season to step out, to rise in your authority, and to claim the land I have promised. Walk not by your own strength, but with the faith that I am moving through you. What you thought was impossible, I will make possible. The dreams you thought were dead, I will breathe new life into, and the promises that seemed delayed, they are coming. They will be fulfilled, and they will surpass your deepest hopes. Do not fear, my child. Do not grow discouraged, for I am the one who is with you. The enemy trembles when you stand in truth. Darkness flees when you carry the light. Heaven and earth shift when you pray with a sincere heart. You are not small, you carry within you the power of the Almighty. Lift your head, not in pride, but in gratitude, for you are chosen. You do not walk empty-handed. Your hands carry the authority of heaven. Your eyes will witness wonders. Your ears will hear holy whispers, and your heart will tremble with the nearness of my presence. For I am near, closer than ever. I am here, not only to lead you, but to walk beside you. Every step, every breath, and though the winds may howl and the ground may shake, I do not change. My promise is a fortress that cannot be shaken. You are my heritage, my child, the one I love, the one I will never forsake. So, walk forward, trust deeply, and be bold, for you are no longer a victim of circumstance, but a victor through me. Now, my beloved, as you prepare to step into a new season, a chapter never before opened in your life, know that I am working behind the curtains your eyes cannot yet see. I am opening doors no one can close. No power, no person, no situation can stop what I have ordained for you. I am the Almighty, the Waymaker, and you are living in the time I have appointed. What I am doing will astonish you. You will enter into opportunities you never expected, not because you are capable, but because my hand is moving. What once seemed like random events will begin to align like pieces of a grand puzzle. You will look back and say, that wasn't coincidence, that was my Father's divine arrangement. Every person I bring into your life, every connection, every encounter, every door that opens, seemingly by chance, has been part of the love-filled plan I have drawn for you from eternity past. Don't rush. Don't hurry. Every moment I bring has purpose. I am not a God of chaos, but of order and wisdom. I do all things in precise timing, even when you don't understand. Trust that I know you better than you know yourself. When you think you've missed your moment, I am actually preparing something better. When all doors seem closed, that is the moment I open a path no one has ever walked. You can trust me, no, because it's always easy, but because I am always faithful. No matter the circumstances, my grace surrounds you like an invisible shield. Even when you can't always feel it, it is working, protecting, lifting, making a way. Blessings are not just coming, they will overflow in your life. Not trickling, but pouring. I will make you like a tree planted by streams of water, green in drought, fruitful in season. The very things you hoped for, prayed for in secret, will be answered not in small portions, but in abundant, overflowing grace beyond what you could ever ask or imagine. But my child, when the blessings come, always remember, do not take your eyes off me. A new season is not only a time of provision, but also a test of the heart. I don't just want to give you good things. I want to keep your heart close to mine through it all. Keep your eyes on me. Do not let your heart be captivated by the glitter of the world, by the fleeting calls of fame, wealth, or power. These may shine briefly, but they will fade, vanish like the morning mist. The riches of this world cannot compare with the treasures of my kingdom. Do not trade the eternal for the temporary. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness. That is your firm foundation. When you place me above all else, everything else from your basic needs to your deepest desires will be added to you. Not by your striving, but by my provision, the provision of the one who knows your needs before you even ask. I am your provider, Jehovah, Jireh. No need you have is beyond my supply. Whether you need healing, comfort, finances, guidance, or a hand to lift you, I am able. And I am willing, not because you demand it, but because I am your loving Father. My provision is not limited by the economy, not dictated by the market, not bound by a bank account. It flows from heaven's limitless storehouse where no moth can destroy and no thief can steal. You don't need to strive, to scheme, to carry everything alone. Let me carry it for you. Let me take care of it. Learn to rest in Mano because you're tired, but because you trust. When you learn to release control, you will find a peace that surpasses all understanding. I see your efforts, but now, I invite you, be still, and know that I am God. You don't need to live in fear of tomorrow, because I have already stepped into that tomorrow ahead of you. Nothing happens beyond my control. And even what the enemy meant for harm, I will turn around not only to protect you, but to bless you and bring glory to my name. You will see it clearly when you walk through this season. A season of grace, of divine turnaround, of heavenly surprises. Learn to be thankful not only in blessing, but even in waiting. For in the waiting, I am shaping your heart. In the delay, I am preparing the circumstances, the people, and preparing you. Don't be impatient. Don't run ahead of me. Don't move too fast. Every step I guide has purpose. If you believe, you will see my hand in every detail, from the greatest moment to the smallest breath. And when you keep your eyes fixed on me, your heart will not be shaken. You will be able to discern truth from falsehood. You will hear the still, small voice amidst the clamor of the world. You will know when to move forward and when to wait. I will be a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. You will not go astray, for I will be the whisper in your spirit. This is the way, walk in it. Hable, my child. A new season is unfolding. Step into it not with fear, but with faith, not with hesitation, but with strength that comes from me. Be ready to receive what you have never seen before. Be open to love those I bring your way. Be steadfast, even when circumstances are not yet favorable. And above all, love me with all your heart, not for what I give, but for who I am. For though all things may pass away, I, the Eternal One, remain. I still love you. I still call your name. I still lead you today, tomorrow, and forevermore. Beloved child, I am now opening doors that no one can shut, doors not opened by human effort or calculation, but by my sovereign hand. These doors do not come from the world, but from heaven. You will see each door appear sometimes in stillness, sometimes in the midst of storms, but all will be a sign of one truth. I am at work, and I am leading you into a new season, filled with hope and power. Opportunities will come and out in the way you imagined, but in the way I have ordained. Some things will arrive unexpectedly, like a flash of light in the night. You will no longer need to strive to grasp them, for I will bring them to you. The people I place in your life are not accidents, but essential pieces of the greater picture I am painting. Every connection, every meeting, whether brief or enduring, carries purpose. Nothing is wasted. Not a single moment is in vain. You will look back and stand in awe of the perfection in every detail I have lovingly arranged. My grace will surround you like an invisible yet mighty shield, protecting you from the arrows of fear, worry, and criticism. That grace will not only cover you, but will also usher you into doors that others thought would remain closed forever. My blessings will overflow in your life, not fleeting blessings, but lasting ones, rooted in everlasting love. You will see my hand in the smallest of things, in a chance encounter, in a passing breeze, in the smile of a child, and even in the dreams you thought you had forgotten. You can trust me fully, for I am not a man who promises and fails. I am a God of order. Nothing I do is random. I orchestrate all things according to a perfect and good plan, even when you don't understand, even when you can't see clearly. But take heart, everything is working together for your good. Because you love me and are called according to my purpose, as you enter the new season I've prepared, guard your heart from being swept away by the noise of the world. The world will call you with many voices: money, fame, pressure, expectations. But only one voice is worthy of your attention: mine. Keep your eyes fixed on me. Keep your ears open to my voice. Do not let the fleeting pull you away from the eternal. I remind you, wealth, fame, and position in this life, they will all pass away, like mist in the wind. They cannot satisfy the deep hunger of your soul. Only I and the treasures of my kingdom endure forever. So seek my kingdom first. Pursue my righteousness like a precious pearl. When you make that your priority, all else you need provision. Peace, direction will be added abundantly. You do not need to fight for your place in this world. You do not need to strain to earn your share, for I am your provider. I lack nothing, and my riches never run dry. I delight in giving good gifts to you. I know every need, every sigh, even before you speak it. Learn to rest in me. Learn to release the burden and let me care for every detail. I do not only attend to the great matters, but even the smallest aspects of your life are not beneath my attention. You do not need to understand everything to trust me. You only need to believe, and I will do far more than you ask or imagine. When you stop, when you sit at my feet, when you stop chasing after meaningless things, that is when you will see me move most powerfully. I don't need you to do more. I need you to be present, to come close. For now, my beloved child, I am also calling you closer, not just to know about me, but to walk in deep intimacy with me. I do not seek a ritual-based connection or a relationship built on formality. I long for you sincerely, wholly, as you are. Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you. Nothing brings me greater joy than seeing you choose to spend time with me. In my presence, you will find unshakable joy not born from circumstances, but from the very source of life. When you stop, sight down, and open your heart, I will speak to your soul, not through thunder or wind, but through a gentle whisper only you can hear. Do not rush away from me. Do not see time with me as a duty. See it as a privilege. Let your heart be still. Learn to be quiet and know that I am God. In that quiet place, I will teach you what no one else can teach. I will open your eyes to see what you've never seen. I will redirect your steps and lead you on paths of righteousness, not for your glory, but so my name may be exalted through your life. Oh, my child, if you want to know my will, come close. If you need direction, enter into my presence. If you are lost or yearning for something deeper, I am the answer. I do not hide from you. I am waiting, arms open wide, with unchanging love and a heart always ready to embrace you, as on the first day. Let me become your refuge, a place with no pressure, no judgment, no loud accusations from the world, only sweetness, healing, and renewal from the divine source. You will not leave the same after each encounter with me. Each time you come, I will transform you from glory to glory, from strength to strength. And then, when you step out from that secret place, you will walk out with light in your eyes, with certainty in your steps, and with a heart that knows, I know whom I have believed. I know who I am in him. This is the portion I have for you. Not religion, but a living relationship. Not obligation, but privilege. Come, the door is open. My heart is waiting, and I, the faithful Godam, longing to speak with you. Beloved child, I am not only calling you to trust me, but to obey me. With all your heart and life, obedience is not a rigid formality, nor the burden you once imagined. Rather, it is the path to true freedom, freedom from fear, from confusion, from the invisible chains that bind so many souls in this world. What I instruct you is not to burden you with heavy laws, but to provide principles for living woven with eternal wisdom, to protect you, nourish you, and lead you to where blessings flow continually. Every command, every word I speak, is not meant to limit you, but to keep you from wandering down destructive paths that even you may not recognize. I know well the frailty within you. I understand the inner struggle between the desire to do right and the allure of instant gratification the world whispers in your ear. But it is in that very choice that I teach you a vital truth. True love cannot be separated from obedience. If you love me, you will desire to please me, not out of fear of punishment, but because each step in my direction brings you closer to the life you were created to live. When you obey, you place your feet on a path of peace, protection, and unceasing provision. I do not promise it will always be easy, but I promise you will never be alone. I will go with you, guide you, and prepare the way ahead. Those who listen and follow, my voice will be held in the strong shelter of my hand. Even in a world of uncertainty. On the other hand, when you choose disobedience, it is not that I turn away in anger, but that you step outside the covering of my love. Disobedience not only removes spiritual protection, but opens the door to needless pain, confusion, and consequence. So many wounds, so many tears, so many moments of disorientation, not because I didn't love, but because you veered from the path I had lovingly set before you. My child, I have set before you two road zones that leads to life, abundance, and true peace. The other, to weariness, disorder, and loss. Not because I created you for punishment, but because you have the power to choose. I love you enough not to force you, but I love you even more to plead with urgency. Choose life, choose me, for when you choose me, you don't just live, you bless your descendants, your future, and the generations to come through the wise choice you make today. Understand this. Every act of obedience today is a seed sown into tomorrow's field of blessing. Nothing you do for me is ever in vain. Whether it's a loving word, an act of forgiveness, or a decision to reject, what's wrong at all carries eternal weight. Obedience is not just about following commands, it is about walking in intimate fellowship with me. It is knowing that I am good, and everything I ask comes from the loving heart of a perfect Father. My child, I know there will be moments when it's hard to obey, especially when you don't understand why I close a door or keep you from something that seems good. But trust that I see what you cannot see, and I only withhold when I have something better for you. Obedience may sometimes require sacrifice, but I promise the reward will far outweigh the cost. You cannot walk in light while holding on to darkness. You cannot ask for direction while clinging to control. Let me lead you as a shepherd leads his sheep. Give me the reins of your life. Don't choose obedience only when it's easy. Learn to obey even when you don't understand. For then, you are living by faith. And faith is what pleases me most. I do not call you to blind submission. I call you into a loving relationship, where obedience is the natural response of a heart filled with gratitude and trust. Let my word become your inner compass. Let my voice quiet the noise around you. Choose my no only with your lips, but through every small decision you make each day. And as you do, you will see clearly. The abundant life I promised is not a theory. It is a reality. You will prosper not only materially, but in your spirit, in your relationships, and in your growing awareness of me each day. Blessings will pursue you and find you, even before you have time to ask, because you are living in the right place, the one I destined, on the path I designed, within the unconditional love I have set aside for you. Let your life be a living testimony to the greatness of a child who obeys their father. People will see the light in you. They will ask about the peace, the wisdom, and the joy you carry, and you will have the opportunity to tell them about me. Your obedience will not only transform you, will ripple outward, stir hearts, and ignite faith in others. Above all, my child, remember this: obedience is not the condition of my love for you. I have loved you fully, even when you were lost and hardened. But obedience is the key that unlocks your full experience of my love, my power, and the blessings I have already prepared for you. Do not merely hear my voice, walk in it. Do not delay. Do not waver. Choose today, and I will lead you from barrenness to fruitfulness, from darkness to light, from the old to the holy renewed. Obey not out of law, but out of love, not out of fear, but out of trust, not out of compulsion, but because you know, when you walk with me, you cannot fail. My beloved, I am raising you not only as a receiver of grace, but as a light set high to shine, to guide, to bring hope into places drowning in disparate darkness. I did not call you out of the shadows so you could live a safe and quiet life. No, I saved you, healed you, and renewed you so that I might send you out as my light in a world weary and searching for truth, for life, for what is eternal. This world, as you know, is dry and broken. Hearts are cracking in silence. Souls are wandering, seemingly successful, yet hollow to the point of breaking. People seek answers in wealth, in status, in fragile relationships, but still, nothing fills the gaping void within. It is into this very setting that I have called you, not because you are more gifted than others, but because I desire to reveal my light through you, a light that is genuine, not for show, but to heal and to lead. You are the light, not a light of your own, but a reflection of mine. Just as the moon reflects the light of the sun, so you reflect my glory in this world. Do not hide that light. Do not let fear cause you to shrink back. Do not allow the judgments of others to extinguish your flame. Do not let past failures convince you that you are unworthy. It is precisely because you have stumbled, suffered, and wept that the light within you shines with authenticity and power. This is no artificial glow, it is light refined through trial, saturated with mercy and truth. I did not place you in the darkness to be swallowed by it. I placed you there to bring light, And that light, though small, when brought to the right place at the right time, can transform a life. Shine, not with grand gestures, but with faithfulness, with sincerity. You do not need a sermon to change the world sometimes, a single timely word. A small act of love is enough for me to do something great. Speak the truth, but speak it in love. The world has grown too familiar with condemnation and cold, unsympathetic voices. But you are called to something else. You are called to carry my heart full of grace, yet never compromising truth. When you speak, let love be the foundation of every word. Let patience, mercy, and understanding shape your voice. Let others look at you and feel not just in your words, but in your way of living, of loving, of forgiving, of enduring and standing firm in adversity. You are the salt of the earth, a powerful symbol. Salt is not merely for flavor it preserves. It sustains what is pure in a world decaying with greed, deception, and indifference. You are called to carry that saltiness to keep life from becoming meaningless, to remind others of right and wrong, to keep the conscience tender. But if salt loses its flavor, what value remains? So guard yourself. Watch over your faith as you would guard a flame in a storm. Do not let it die. Do not let the salt lose its strength. Your steadfastness will never be in vain. When you stand in truth, you become a living reminder that hope remains. You are a keeper of faith in a generation swept away by distorted values. And even when you feel small, insignificant, remember that a single spark can drive back the darkness. You do not need to be perfect to be used by me. You only need to be willing. You only need to obey. You only need to say, "Here I am. Lord, send me." You are my messenger, not by title, but by heart. You need no robe or rank to be affirmed. Your name is written on the palm of my hand. I have called you by your name, and I am sending you as a bearer of hope to the broken, wherever you go. I want you to carry my presence, not with noise, but with peace, not with arguments, but with love. This world does not need more empty sermons. It needs people who live truly, love genuinely, forgive fully, serve faithfully, and give themselves wholeheartedly like you. When you live according to my word, you will not need to promote anything. People will come. Because light needs no introduction, it only needs to appear. And when it appears, the darkness must retreat. You will be the one to place your hand on the shoulder of the hopeless and say, "There is one who still loves you." You will be the one to open the door for the outcast and say, "You have a place in my house." You will be the voice for the voiceless, the compassionate eyes in a sea of judgment, the hands that wipe the tears of those who no longer know how to pray. Keep that fire burning, the fire of truth, of love, of unshakable faith. Tend it daily in my presence. Let me pour oil into your lamp, that you may never run dry. And remember, you do not fight alone. I am with you in every step, every word, every difficult choice. I am your strength when you are weak. I am your shield when the enemy strikes. And I am your great reward when you remain faithful to your calling. So walk on, my beloved. Live with holy boldness. Love as I love. Stand as I stand. Shine as I shine. And let your life day by day, hour by hour, act by act become a living hymn to the glory of my name. My beloved child, beyond obedience. I also call you to a life of gratitude, a heart trained to see goodness in hardship, to choose praise even while the tears have not yet dried, and to give thanks not only when blessings arrive, but even in seasons that seem empty. For it is through gratitude that you will discover the secret of peace not dependent on circumstance, but rooted in the unshakable belief that I am still working, still loving, still providing. I know it is not always easy to give thanks. There are days when everything seems against you, moments when you feel there is no reason left to praise. But it is precisely in those moments when you choose to open your mouth and say, "Thank you, Father, for you are faithful," that heaven opens, not because your circumstances change immediately, but because your heart does. When you give thanks, you do not deny reality. You place it under the authority of the Creator. You do not ignore the pain. You declare that pain does not have the final word over your life. Gratitude does not make you weak. On the contrary, it is a powerful spiritual weapon. It teaches you to stand firm, to hold fast to faith, and to see life through the lens of heaven. While the world teaches you to complain, compare, and demand, I teach you to look up and give thanks, not because I need your praise, but because you need a thankful heart to live fully in freedom. Understand this: when you focus on what you lack, you will always feel lacking. But when you pause to count the blessings I've already given, your heart will overflow with joy. You will begin to realize, I have never been abandoned. I have never gone without. I have always had enough and more. Gratitude opens your eyes to see my hand at work. Even in the smallest things, a morning breath, sunlight through the window, a warm embrace, a gentle word amidst chaos. My child, I have given you so much. If you could see all the things I've protected you from, the harms that were once set against you but never came to pass, you would fall to your knees in thanksgiving this very moment. How many times I shielded you from dangers unknown. How many times I redirected your steps away from destruction. How many times I provided, healed, lifted you up quietly, faithfully, expecting no repayment. And there is still more coming, more than you can imagine. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to the next blessings. Not because I only bless those who thank me, but because thankfulness prepares your heart to receive more. When you live with gratitude, you no longer live as one in need, but as an heir trusting in your heavenly inheritance. You will walk not with a sense of demand, but with open hands ready to receive and ready to give. For true gratitude does not hoard what is given, it radiates, reflects, and inspires those who are losing hope. Do not take for granted the blessings you consider ordinary. There is no such thing every day of life. Every heartbeat, every new opportunity, every answered prayer, every peaceful night's sleep, each one is a gift. And when you begin to see life as a river of grace that never stops flowing, you will no longer feel deprived, no longer feel lacking, no longer need to compare or strive. Write down what I have done for you. Repeat it in your heart. Tell it to your children, to your friends, to yourself in moments you forget. For a grateful heart is the cure for bitterness, the fire that burns up complaint, and the wall that blocks out doubt. When you thank me in the storm, you are proclaiming by faith that I am sovereign over every wind, every wave, and that I will work all things together for your good. And when you give thanks, you will experience something precious, my peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. It is not a false silence, but a true peace, steadfast in the storm, gentle amid the chaos, and so deep that nothing can take it away. It is a peace that does not come from money, nor from people, but only from my presence, dwelling within your heart of gratitude. My child, do not wait until you have enough to be thankful, for if you cannot give thanks in little, you will not give thanks in much. Train your eyes to see blessings in the cup of water, in a loaf of bread, in a word of encouragement, in a promise yet to be fulfilled, but still alive. Gratitude is not a fleeting emotion, it is a posture of the soul, a espiritual decisión, a daily choice. Today, in all things, I will still thank my God. Let your life resound like a song of thanksgiving, not merely in words, but in how you live, in how you treat others, in how you forgive, in how you walk in love. When you are thankful to me, you will love more generously. When you are thankful to me, you will forgive more quickly. When you are thankful to me, you will live free from bitterness, regret, and pointless striving. Finally, my child, pause each day and give thanks, not only for the great things, but for even the smallest details. Let your heart become a place where I dwell, a temple of gratitude, a place where nothing I give is forgotten, but remembered, cherished, and reflected outward. For the more thankful you are, the closer you draw to me, and the closer you are to me, the more your life will overflow with light, with love, and with eternal life. My beloved child, I see every part of your life that has been broken, the places where your heart has been wounded, the dreams that died too soon, the memories that make you turn away in silence. Nothing within you is hidden from my eyes. And today, I want you to know this: I am the one who heals you. Not only the wounds of the body, but the wounds of the soul, the deepest places you've tried to hide, even from yourself. I do not ignore your tears. I do not turn away when you hurt. On the contrary, I have always been present in every moment, even when you felt most alone. I have not only seen the brokenness within you, but I am actively working to restore all that was lost. The parts of your heart that were torn apart, I am gathering them gently, patiently, and filling them with new life. I do not merely patch things, I recreate. And what I give you will not be what was before, but something better, deeper, stronger. Your past may have caused you fear. It may have trapped you in invisible chains, shame, guilt, sorrow, or bitterness. But today, I declare something new. You are no longer a slave to the past. Your wounds will no longer be marks of defeat, but living proof of my faithfulness. The scars where you once bled will now become your honor, a testimony of the one who healed you with unrelenting love. I am the one who anoints the brokenhearted. I do not stand afar and watch you suffer. I draw near. I embrace. I place my loving hand upon your deepest wounds and breathe life into them. Every chain, whether hidden behind a smile, masked by silence, or wrapped in false strength, I see them all. And today, I come to break them. I do not want you to live one more day in bondage. No stain, no wound has the right to define you. Only I have that right, and I call you loved, forgiven, restored, chosen, and free. And I did not leave you in the dark. On the contrary, I entered it with you. And more than that, I brought the keys to unlock every prison door that held you captive. No more fear. No more shame echoing in your mind. No more weight of condemnation. All of it, nailed to the cross with me. And when I rose again, you rose too. In me, you are no longer bound. You are free. I have not given you a spirit of fear, panic, or doubt. No, I have given you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Power to stand firm in every storm. Love to overcome every bitterness, and clarity to discern truth from lies. When the enemy comes, remember, you do not fight alone. You have mighty weapons, and my presence is your unshakable refuge. Do not listen to the whispers of the enemy when he tries to bring up your past. Answer him with the truth that you are washed, you are forgiven, you are called by a new name, and you live in an unbreakable covenant with me. Whenever you feel weak, remember that I have placed within you not just life, but a living strength from my spirit. That spirit will not only raise you up, it will cause you to walk in victory. My child, do not let the old chains secretly return to bind you again. Do not go back to the place from which I have already set you free. The freedom you have is real, costly, and eternal. You no longer need to walk with your head down, fear, judgment, or wear a mask. Live like the one who has been redeemed, for that is who you are. You are not a victim, you are more than a conqueror. Yes, you are not merely a survivor, you are victorious. Not by your own strength, but by my power, the one who loves you, who gave everything so you could live a full and glorious life. I bore the shame so you could be free. I endured rejection so you could be accepted. I passed through hell so you could enter heaven. Lift your head high, my child, not because you are strong enough, but because you know the one who lives in you. Do not let your emotions, your circumstances, or your memories determine your future. Allow me to continue writing your story, not with the black ink of the past, but with the light and new life. From today on, you no longer need to run from what once hurt you. You can face it, because I am walking with you. And when you face it, you will see my healing power is greater than any pain you have ever endured. Keep walking, my beloved, one step at a time, in freedom, in peace, in the knowing that you have been set free, not merely to survive, but to live abundantly, joyfully, and with purpose. Every breath you take is a declaration that grace is stronger than judgment, that love triumphs over sorrow, and that light still drives out darkness. You are the bearer of victory's mark, not because you never fell, but because I lifted you up, and each time you rise again, you become stronger. You are living proof to the world that there is truly a healer. Live as one who carries this good news. Walk with holy boldness. Let your scars become a song of praise, and let your life be a call to those in despair, declaring, there is still hope. There is still one who can rebuild from the ruins. Remember, nothing you've been through is wasted in my hands. Every part of your story, I will use it for my glory. Every tear, every wound, every desperate prayer I have heard, I have understood, and I have transformed it. You are no longer bound to your pain. You are bound in everlasting love. So live in that radiant freedom. Love like one who is no longer afraid of being hurt. Serve like one who has been healed. Believe like one who has seen resurrection. And remember, you are more than a conqueror, not because you are good enough, but because I, the one who loves you, have done it all for you. My beloved child, listen closely. I am not only your creator, not only the one who guides your every step, but I am also your redeemer. I did not just rescue you from sin and wandering, I am also redeeming your time, even the years that seem stolen, wasted, and destroyed by things beyond your control. There are seasons in life you look back on with deep regret. Years where you felt lost, endlessly walking without a rival, loving the wrong person, taking the wrong path, missing opportunities, and losing what was precious. There are moments when the memory of these mistakes feels like a weight on your heart, and you whisper, "If only I could go back." But I say to you today, you do not need to go back, because I can redeem what was lost. The years the locusts have eaten, the years consumed by pain, by heartbreak, by error, I will restore them all. Nothing is wasted in my hands. I am the one who can take ashes and create something beautiful, valuable, and new. I can draw from the rubble a solid foundation, and from the brokenness, I can craft a complete picture, one that reflects my glory through your life. What the enemy meant for your destruction, I will turn for your good. Do not think I am unaware of the schemes in the dark. I saw them before they began. I saw the enemy lurking, but I placed my protection around you more times than you know. Though he may have stolen some things, he could never take the destiny I appointed for you. The very things he used to try and destroy you, I will use to build you stronger, deeper, bolder, and more resilient. You thought you lost too much, your youth, your faith, your relationships, precious opportunities. But I say to you, nothing is truly lost when you place your trust in me. Those things, if not restored in their old form, will be replaced with something new, better, lasting, and worthy. I do not merely restore, I give double. You will receive a double portion for the trials you endured. What seemed missed will be repaid. Not just enough, but overflowingly more. But in order to experience it, my child, you must stop looking back. Do not let the past bind you. Whether it was glorious or painful, the past is already behind you. If you keep your eyes on the place where you fell, you won't be able to see where I am leading you. Turn your face forward. Beloved, step boldly into the future, not a vague notion, but a reality I have prepared for you since before you were formed in your mother's womb. I do not do things halfway. When I redeem something, I restore it, fully, not patchwork. Not just enough. I make it new. I make it beautiful. I turn what was worn and broken into something useful for the present and the days to come. And in the land I am leading you into, there will not only be healing, but an overflow of goodness beyond what you've ever imagined. The best is yet to come. Do not let anyone, not even yourself, limit what I can do in your life. Do not think you are too late, too far gone, or out of chances. You are living on my timeline, not early, not late, but right on time. The years you thought were wasted will become the foundation for a new season of abundance. It is the season of harvest, where the tears you sowed will become joy reaped. I am leading you not according to your instincts, but by my light and perfect plan. I do not merely see where you are, I see the entire road ahead, and I know exactly what you need, when you need it, and who will walk beside you. New connections will come, unexpected doors will open, Lost opportunities will return, made better than before. Everything is already appointed in the right moment, the right way, with the right people. Be strong in heart. Do not hesitate. As you follow my voice, you will find yourself leaving behind the land of regret and entering the land of hope. There, you will no longer live on memories but by vision. You will not be haunted by failure but lifted by faith. And there, on that very journey, you will see redemption not just from the outside but from deep within. You will be restored both inwardly and outwardly. I know there are moments you feel unworthy of restoration, that you've messed up too much, that no one could salvage what's broken. But know this, I do not restore because you are worthy, but because I am the one who loves you unconditionally. I am the Redeemer not just of your soul, but of every part of your life, your dreams, your chances, your relationships, your lost time. With me, nothing is too late. Nothing is impossible. So open your heart. Embrace the new season not with fear, but with faith. Rise from the place of sorrow. Shake off the ashes and put on the garment of glory I have prepared for you. Stop retelling the old story and begin writing the new chapters of restoration, of rising above, of grace poured out like a mighty waterfall. My beloved child, the land I am bringing you to is not barren, but promise flowing with milk and honey. You will no longer struggle just to survive. You will live in fullness. You will no longer grow weary. You will soar like the eagle. You will no longer ask for permission to live. You will live in freedom, in power, and in joy because you are the one I have chosen. Redeemed and restored. The best is coming, and I, the living one, will walk with you, not just today, but forever. Beloved, I am the shepherd of your soul, not only in your strength and confidence, but even in your weakness, in your wandering, and in your fear. I never abandon you in the desolate field. Every day you walk through, whether in brightness or darkness, across mountaintops or through deep valleys. My eyes are upon you, and my heart is close beside you. I am the one who brings you beside still waters where your soul, after the weariness and the struggle, may find true rest. No more running, no more striving to be strong. There, in my peace, you will be restored. The streams I provide do not dry up like the fleeting comforts of the world. They flow from the depths of my mercy, soothing the dry places in your heart, healing the wounds you have carried for so long. I will restore your soul not with temporary relief, but with full and profound renewal, beginning from the deepest places within you. There, where hope once died, where sorrow left cracks in your being, I will place new life. I will cause your soul to sing again. I will give you a tender heart, a steadfast spirit, and a fresh vision for the road ahead. And when you do not know which way to go, let me guide you. I will not thrust you into danger, nor guess the way ahead. I know the path. I am the way. I will lead you in paths of righteousness, not because you deserve it, but because my name is holy, faithful, and forever radiant. My guidance is not impulsive, nor shifting with time. It is sure, precise, and full of love. Be certain you will lack nothing. I am your provider, not just of what you desire, but of everything you need to live the life I have designed for you. When you hunger, I am the bread of life. When you thirst, I am the well that never runs dry. When you are weary, I am your resting place. When you are confused, I am your wisdom. Not one of your needs is beyond my care. The world may shake. The things you once trusted may fall apart. But I, your keeper, never change. Under the shadow of my wings, you are safe. When the darkness closes in, when the storms rage, you will see me stretch out my arms to shield you from every danger. No calamity can cross the boundary my love has drawn around you. You need not be afraid, for you are in my embrace. And nothing is stronger than these arms. You are my sheep and you know my voice. My voice does not shout, does not control, does not threaten. My voice is gentle, like a breeze, like a lullaby yet full of authority and comfort. Listen closely. In the clamor of life, you will learn to recognize my voice, the one that calls you tenderly by name, that whispers peace in the night, that warns when you're about to stray, and that encourages you when you feel like giving up. Follow your emotions, not the words of others, but my living presence in your life. I do not promise the path will always be smooth, but I promise to walk it with you. Whether through wilderness or ravine, I do not abandon you. And if you are lost, I will find you. If you fall, I will lift you. If you are wounded, I will tend to you. And if you are exhausted, I will carry you in my arms. I will lead you to green pastures where not only your body, but your soul will be nourished. Not fleeting nourishment, but the bread of eternal life. Not a temporary field, but a resting place of abundance and heavenly peace. Walk without fear, for I not only know the way, I am the way. My rod and staff, symbols of my care and power, will comfort you. When you stray, I will gently guide you back with my rod. When enemies lie in wait, my staff will defend you. I never retreat when you are in danger. I am the shepherd who never sleeps, never neglects, never grows weary. Day and night my eyes are always on you. And here is the greatest wonder: I will prepare a table for you, not hidden away, but in the presence of your enemies. I do not just protect you in the shadows, I honor you in the very place the world expected you to fall. That table overflowing with grace, healing, mercy, and love beyond comprehension. When your enemies think you are defeated, I will seat you at the banquet of the victorious. You will not just survive, you will live in fullness. And this is not just for a season, but for the entire journey. I will walk with you to the end of your days and beyond into eternity. My love for you has no expiration. My care does not diminish with time. My friendship does not fracture when you are fragile. I am the everlasting own, and my promises, like me, never change. So rest in me, beloved. Pause, breathe deeply, and know you are being led by the one who is good. Though everything else may change, I remain your shepherd. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not left behind. You are being led by the one who sees the future clearly, the one who knows your every thought, the one who never gives up on you, the one who always returns to find you, even when the world turns its back. Let me lead you, and you will never be lost. My beloved child, in a world growing ever more chaotic, where fear, doubt, and instability pound daily at your heart like relentless waves, know this: I am your strong fortress, not just a temporary shelter, but your eternal refuge where your soul can exhale in peace, no longer anxious, no longer burdened, no longer pretending to be okay. Alpoi, in me, you will find true safety, not the kind the world offers through wealth, power, or control, but a deep peace that comes from knowing you are held securely in hands that never let go. I am the unshakable one. Even if everything else collapses, even if you stand in the storm, even if life sways, I remain the rock that does not move your anchor, your foundation, your renewal. When the winds of life blow hard, when trials mount, when losses occur, when bad news arrives, when people betray you, or even when you no longer recognize yourself in the mirror, I am still here. I do not walk away. I do not fall silent in frustration. I do not give up on you because you are weak. On the contrary, I draw nearer than ever. And in the very winds that shake you, I become the anchor that holds your soul firm. An anchor does not stop the storm, but it keeps you from being swept away. That is what I am. I do not promise the storm won't come, but I promise you will not be lost if you anchor your trust in me. Everything around you may change, hearts may shift. Times may turn. Human promises may vanish like mist, but lift your eyes and look up. My promises are eternal. They are the ground beneath your feet, the support for your next step. Remember this: how many storms of the heart have you already endured when you thought you'd be overwhelmed? And yet, here you are still standing, not because you were strong enough, but because I held you in that storm. I am the place fear cannot invade, where life's roar cannot make you fall. Hidden in me, you will not only survive, you will be renewed, healed, and restored. You don't need another hiding place, not in work, not in fleeting relationships, not in habits that merely soothe for a moment. I am the refuge that never shakes. And not only your shelter, I am your strength. In moments when you feel drained, when you have no more will to go on, come near me. My strength does not run dry, and I am always ready to pour it into you. There are days when you feel small in the face of life, times when you wish you could be stronger, braver, more decisive. But let me remind you of this: strength does not come from striving, it comes from surrendering to me. When you are weak, that is when my strength is revealed most fully. When you accept that you cannot carry it all alone, that is when you open the door for me to intervene, to lift you up, to walk for you if needed. You don't have to be strong all the time. You only need to remember where you belong, in my arms. When the world demands that you stay unshaken, let me be the one who carries the silent fears within you. I am the one who sees your tears when no one else does, the one who hears your prayers, even when they are no more than a sigh. Come and hide yourself in me. There's no need to prepare, no need to make yourself worthy. Come just as you are, and you will see that I do not rebuke, do not condemn, do not turn away. On the contrary, I will hold you close, wipe away your tears, and whisper, I am here. Do not be afraid. In me, you are not only safe, you are redefined. You are not a failure. You are not abandoned. You are not a victim of circumstance. In me, you are redeemed, loved, preserved, anointed, and sent. You are strong not because you do not know pain, but because you know where to find healing. When everything around you feels uncertain, I am the one who does not change. When hearts grow cold, I am the faithful one who never leaves. When your steps tremble, I am the one who holds you steady. When you despair, I am the one who speaks hope again. When you feel empty, I am the one who fills you. In me, You don't just find peace, you find yourself, a peace that surpasses all understanding. No one can explain why you're still standing, why you still smile, why you still forgive, why you still love, still believe, still move forward, but you know, it's because I live in you. So do not fear the wind. Do not fear the storm. Do not fear the dark night. Hide yourself in me. Place your hand in mine. Anchor your heart in this unchanging truth. I am your refuge, and I will never be shaken. And when you do, you will see clearly, no storm is greater than my covering. Be strong, my beloved, for I am here, not leaving, not weary, not changing. And wherever I am, that is home. That is where you belong forever. Beloved one, throughout your life's journey, you have often tried to find answers through your own strength, through knowledge, reasoning, and experience. But today, I want you to pause. Let your heart grow still, so I may remind you of a profound truth you once knew, but may have forgotten. Do not lean on your own understanding. For your understanding, no matter how vast, is still limited. It is shaped by your past, your pain, your assumptions, and your fears. But I am the one who sees all, not bound by time or space. When you cannot see the way ahead, I already see the full picture. When you are lost at the crossroads of decision, I already know which path leads to life, to peace, and to lasting fruit. Therefore, my child, learn to trust me with all your heart, not only when things are easy, but even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Trust me when you don't understand. Trust me when doors are closed. Trust me when your prayers remain unanswered. For I never allow anything in vain. Every joy, every tear I permit in your life is part of a bigger picture you have yet to see. I do not leave you to walk alone through countless choices. I am the one who watches over each step you take, the one who lays the foundation for your journey, the one who straightens every crooked path. What seems like a surprise detour to you has already been carefully prepared by me. I know which parts of the road need mending, which parts must open, and which parts must wind around so you can grow deeper in love, in wisdom, and in strength. You can be certain that I do not lead you into failure. I do not lead you into dead ends. You may have made wrong turns, may have fallen, may have run from what I called you to, but my love remains unchanged. I am still here, not angry, not accusing, but with open arms, ready to continue the journey with you, right from where you are now. Because I am not a distant God, I am your Father, not a flawed earthly Father with limits, but a heavenly Father, perfect, patient, and full of kindness. My love for you does not waver with your attitude, nor shift with your actions. It is eternal love before you ever knew how to love. Love before you even existed, and love that will never cease. I do not love you because you are worthy. I love you because I am love. I love you not because of what you do, but because of who you are, a unique soul, unlike any other, created by me with purpose, with worth, with meaning. I saw you before you were formed. I knew your flaws, your stumbles, the times you would want to give up on yourself. Yet still, I chose you. Still, I called you. Still, I wrote your name on the palm of my hand. You may have strayed, grown distant from me in your thoughts, doubted my love for you. But my child, that has never stopped me from loving you. My love is unconditional, unbounded, and without but. You don't need to do more to be loved more, and you cannot do anything to be loved less. Whether you stand atop triumph or fall into deep despair, I remain your Father. I still call you mine. I still look at you with eyes of joy. I have called you by your true nomino, the name the world gave you, not the labels you carry from mistakes or wounds. I call you by the name I chose before the foundation of the earth, a name that carries your true identity, beloved. Redeemed, the crown in my hand. Oh, quote, and when I look at you, regardless of circumstance, regardless of past, I delight in you, not because you are perfect, but because you are learning to lean on me. I take joy not because you always get it right, but because you are still here, still returning to me, still refusing to let go of the relationship I so deeply long for. My joy is not based on outcomes, but on relationship. And in that relationship, I see you whole, honest, precious. So do not let other voices from the world, from fear, or from your accusing conscience make you forget who you are. You are my child, the one I love, the one I never stop pursuing, the soul I deemed worth the life of my only son. Do not let anything, not even your mistakes, steal that truth away. Learn to let go of control. Don't wait to understand everything before you step forward. Don't delay obedience just because you can't see the whole picture. Learn to walk before you see the road. Learn to believe that I am the way. And when you do, you will see miracles unfold. Things that once seemed impossible will slowly become reality in your life. I do not promise that the road will always be easy, but I promise that my love will be your firm foundation through every season you face. When you are weak, I will be your strength. When you are lost, I will be your light. When you are discouraged, I will be your hope. When you are rejected, I will be your place of belonging. And above all, I want you to know this: I rejoice to be with you. I am not walking with you out of duty. I am here because I love you. I want to talk with you, listen to you, watch you live in the fullness of who you truly are, in freedom, in light, and in faith. Beloved child, I invite you once more, place your full trust in me. Do not rely on what you see, what you hear, or what you touch. Believe in Mano just with your mind, but with your heart, your soul, your weakness, and your deepest longing. Because if you trust me, I will not only walk with you, I will fulfill the great purpose I have ordained for your life from the very beginning. You are not an accident. Your life is not a series of coincidences. I wrote your story before time began. Every breath, every day you live, every dream and every heartbreak, they all have a place in my good and perfect plan. And if you entrust your life to me, if you let me guide and steer your soul's vessel, I will lead you to a shore not only full of peace, but overflowing with glory. I am not just a part of your life. I am everything you need. Not merely a supplement for what is lacking, but the source, the center, the destination. When you long for peace, come to Mephor in me. You will find a stillness the world cannot give, a peace unmoved by circumstances, unwavering through change. My peace is enduring, steadfast, and powerful. When you seek joy, know that I do not give fleeting or surface joy. The joy in me does not depend on circumstances. It does not come and go like emotion. It is a lasting joy, flowing from my presenza, joy that revives the soul, that brings hope to weary eyes. The joy of a child who knows they are loved no matter what. I do not promise comfort in every moment, but I promise that in every circumstance, your heart will be satisfied not by external abundance, but by inner fullness. The contentment in me needs no explanation. It arrives when your soul finally understands, as long as I have you, that is enough. End quote. The world will call out to you with countless paths. It will whisper empty promises into your ears that if you have enough money, enough status, enough success, enough recognition, then you will be happy. But you already know, don't you? Even when you attain those things, they still leave a void. There are moments when you achieve what you once dreamed of, yet still feel empty inside. Moments when you're surrounded by a crowd, but your soul aches with loneliness, because the world can never fill the sacred emptiness, the space that only I can fill. Do not seek the source of life in places where life does not dwell. Do not drink from broken cups. Do not try to fill eternal longing with fleeting things. You may cover the emptiness with work, with relationships, with counterfeit pleasures, but deep inside, you know the truth. Only I can truly satisfy you. So come. Don't hesitate any longer. Let me be your source. Let me give you what the world cannot offer and can never take away. In me, you will find the bread of life, not the kind that leaves you hungry again, but the kind that satisfies your soul forever. Whoever eats this bread will never hunger again, for it does not merely sustain. It renews, heals, and revives all that once seemed lost. I am also the living water, water from heaven, pure and flowing from my throne. Whoever drinks of this water shall never thirst again. Not just a temporary thirst quenched, but the deepest longing within you, finally fulfilled. This satisfaction does not come from gaining more, but from surrendering more, not from striving, but from yielding, not from chasing, but from returning. You may wonder, how can I fallen, ashamed of what I've done, ever be satisfied in the presence of the Holy One? Hear this, I do not seek perfection. I seek your heart. If you come to me, I will not reject you. If you open your heart, I will enter. If you thirst, I will pour out living water. If you hunger, I will break the bread of heaven for you. My child, don't let the past hold you back. Don't let doubt stand between you and me. Take a step, even a small one, even on trembling legs. Come closer, and I will come closer still. Open your heart, and I will do the rest. I do not love you because you are strong. I love you in your weakness, and I will be your strength. I am the place where your soul can finally rest. Breathe deeply, and know you don't need to strive to be loved. You don't need to prove, to compete, or to pretend. In me, you are loved just as you are. In me, you are seen, embraced, welcomed, called by name, and invited into a life of fullness. Place your hand over your heart and listen, you are still alive. That means my plan for you is still unfolding. The hunger inside your soul is a divine reminder that you were created for something deeper, and only I can fulfill it. I am the only one who can truly satisfy your spirit. And once you have tasted me, you will not want to return to what is false. You will come to know peace that surpasses understanding, joy without conditions, and fulfillment untouched by circumstance. So, my beloved, Stop searching for what I've already prepared for you. Stop chasing what is temporary. Stop settling for crumbs when I've laid a feast before you. Don't let the holy hunger in your soul be deceived by lesser things. Come to me. Eat the bread of life. Drink the water of life, and you will never be hungry. Never be thirsty. Never feel lacking again. You will live, not just survive, but live abundantly. My beloved child, come to me. Don't wait until you're stronger, until you have it all together, until you feel ready. Come just as you are with your weariness, your unanswered questions, your unhealed wounds, your imperfections. Come closer to me, and I will give you rest. Not just rest for the body, but deep soul rest where you can finally lay down every burden, every worry, every battle in your mind. I am your God, not a distant, indifferent deity, but the one who is near, who knows every strand of your hair, every beat of your heart. I know what you're going through. I know what you've never dared speak aloud. And I have not come to condemn, I have come to embrace. Today, yes, today, I am speaking to you. This is not a general message for the masses. This is a personal invitation meant just for you. Do not harden your heart. Do not let past wounds, failure, hurtful words, or the weariness of life close you off. I do not force, but I gently knock. Listen to my voice. It is not loud, but it is earnest, not forceful, but urgent, not harsh, but full of love. My voice is not like the world's. It is gentle, but powerful. It flows from eternal love and always comes at the right time. I am calling you not just to live, but to live with purpose. A life not drifting with the tides, not revolving around what fades, not hollow behind worldly success. I call you into a journey of faith, where you may not always see the road clearly, but you will always know I'm holding your hand. A journey of obedience, not out of reluctant duty, but out of deep trust that the one leading you is faithful. This is not an invitation to religion. This is an invitation to me, to love itself, pure and complete. When you choose to believe in me, when you choose to follow my lead, you will not lose yourself, you will find your true self. That is something the world cannot offer, and it cannot take away. The blessings I have for you, they are immeasurable. They are not limited to material provision or favorable circumstances. They are my living presence in every moment of your life, peace in the storm, joy that's untouched by conditions, unwavering strength when everything else shakes. These good things are waiting for you to step into, not far off, not vague, not reserved for someone better, but for you, the one I love. So don't delay any longer. My child, don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't let hesitation steal what I have already prepared. Open your heart. Respond, whether it's through a whispered prayer, a tear, or just a silent nod deep within. I do not require much. I only desire sincerity. I am with you, not only in days of joy, but even in your darkest nights. I will never leave you, even if you wander, even if you forget me. I do not change. My love is not based on your perfection, but on the eternal covenant I've made in my own heart. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing can make me love you less. Trust me not partially, but with all your heart. I will not deceive you. I will not lead you into ruin. I will guide you step by step, not so fast that you stumble, and not so slow that you lose hope. And as you walk with me, I will bring you into the fullness of my promises. None of my words are in vain. None fall to the ground without bearing fruit. I am the one who has spoken, and I am the one who will fulfill. My child, you are the one I have chosen, not chosen by man, not applauded by the crowd, not based on evaluations or resumes, but chosen by me before you ever knew how to love me. I see the treasure in you, the potential you haven't seen, the beauty buried beneath the dust of life, and I have great things in store for you, not so you may be glorified for yourself, but so you may reflect my light in a world lost in darkness, not so you can remain safe in your comfort zone, but so you may live a life of eternal impact, not so you can escape reality, but so you can transform it. You may feel too small, too ordinary, too unworthy, but that is exactly why I want to use you, so the world will know that power and glory come not from man, but from me. The weaker you are, the stronger I will be. The more you surrender, the more I will be revealed. So come, my beloved, no preparation needed, no perfection required. Just come with your yearning. Just come with a heart that says, "Here I am, Lord, and I will do the rest. I will heal, restore, guide, and renew. I will reignite dreams you thought were dead. I will give you new vision, new strength, and a beginning that's never too late. Step in. The door is open. My hand is extended. My heart is beating for you, and my voice gentle, unmistakable, is still calling you home. My beloved child, amidst all the noise of life, amidst everything vying for your attention, I still hear the cry of your heart. Not a single thought of yours escapes me. Not one sigh goes unnoticed. I understand what even you cannot yet name, the quiet yearning in your soul, a longing for something real, deep, beyond the shallow offerings of the world. You are searching, and I know. There is a void inside you, not because you are weak, but because you were made with a space only I can fill. Do not be ashamed of that hunger. In fact, it is the sacred sign of a soul that is alive, a soul that will not settle for surface things, a soul longing for depth. And that longing is a silent, powerful prayer, and I have heard it. So let me remind you of an eternal truth, a truth that never fades. No matter how time passes, no matter how people change, when you seek me first, when you place my righteousness above all else in your heart, then everything else will fall into its rightful place. You do not need to exhaust your soul in pursuit of what is good. You do not need to live under the constant pressure of overloaded plans, nor carry the burden of never feeling like you've done enough, achieved enough, or arrived in time. I know it all. And today, I invite you, pause, come close. Place me in the rightful place within your heart, the highest, holiest, most treasured place. Because when you do this, when you dare to let me be the center, not merely a line item on your list of priorities, you will witness something miraculous. Everything else you need will come to you, not by striving or anxious toil, but by grace. The good things you once chased in weariness will begin to find their way to you. Yes, beautiful dreams, open doors, opportunities that once felt distant, they will pursue you when I, not you, become the center. You will see that when you give your whole heart to me, I will clear the path before you, in my faithfulness and perfect timing. Not early, not late, but just right, in a way that is tender and complete. You may be wondering, how can I believe this when everything around me feels uncertain? I understand. But faith is not the result of clarity. Faith is trust in me, even when you see nothing at all. Faith does not need a detailed map. It only needs one thing, my voice and your obedience. And if you walk, even trembling, yet with true obedience, you will see my intervention. You will see me act. You will discover that one day of my opening, a way surpasses 1,000 days of your own efforts. You were not made to carry the load alone. You were not made to live under endless pressure. You were made to rest under my guidance and to witness blessings arrive in ways that only heaven can orchestrate. Those blessings, my dear one, have never left you. They are waiting, like old friends standing at the threshold, not because you're not good enough, not because you haven't met the standard, but because they require you to be in the right position, the place where I am king in your heart, where the eternal is placed above the temporary, where you seek my face more than my hand. I am the source of all goodness. I do not hold blessings as rewards for those who strive. I do not punish with delay. I wait in love, so that when you receive, it will not be as one who merely got lucky, but as one who is prepared and worthy through walking in love, in faith, and in faithfulness. My child, let your heart merge with mine. Let your heartbeat align with the rhythm of heaven. Let go of pointless busyness, and instead cultivate a living relationship with me each day, each hour, each moment. You don't need long prayers, just a sincere heart. And when you live this way, not only will blessings come to you, but your eternal purpose will be revealed. You will no longer live just to get through the day, but to fulfill the sacred mission I planted in you before your very first cry. Every breath you take will carry meaning. Every small act you do will echo into eternity. Every word you speak will become light. For I have not merely called you to live, I have called you to live rightly, fully, in me, and I will take care of the rest. So do not delay. Do not place me second. Do not let tomorrow steal today's invitation. Come, let me be your father, not just in theory, but in every choice, every decision, every dream. I am with you, and I will never leave you. Do not let your feelings say otherwise. Do not let your circumstances deceive you. My presence does not change. My love does not fade. My purpose for you remains unshaken. You are the one I have chosen, and the greatness, woven in light, hidden in waiting, refined by faith and obedience, is waiting for you to step into it. My beloved, look around at the world you live in, where every pulse of society echoes the same refrain: try harder, achieve more, protect what you have at any cost. The world is built upon competition, anxiety, and the fear of being left behind. It teaches you that worth lies in accomplishment, that safety lies in power, that peace comes through control. But I say this to you, my kingdom is entirely different. In my kingdom, it is not what you can do for me that determines your destiny, but what I can do through you. You do not need to chase recognition, nor trade your peace for a title, a glance of admiration, or the applause of people. I do not seek perfection from you. I seek a willing heart. Greatness in my eyes is not born of ability, credentials, or influence, but of surrender. When you choose humility, when you choose to release control and place your whole life in my hands, it is then that you step into my supernatural flow. No more straining, no more struggling, no more living in fear of lack. You begin to live in a new reality where grace leads the way. And I am your abundant provider. You do not need to be worthy to be loved by me. My love is without condition and without limit. When you place me at the center, when you seek me first, not through ritual, but with a true heart, all other things will be added to you, not by your own strength, but by my hand, not through drained effort, but through living grace. I am not a distant deity, enthroned in coldness, watching you from afar, waiting for you to be good enough before I move. No, my child, I am your father, a true father, one who watches every step you take, not to judge, but to protect. I am nearer than you think, so near that when you whisper, I hear, so near that every tear you shed, I understand. And not only am I near, I care about the smallest details of your life. The things you consider trivial or not worth praying for, I still care. I do not only act in grand matters, I work quietly in the smallest things, a conversation, a shift in your thoughts, a person you just happened to meet today. Nothing is too small for my love. Before you even utter your needs, I already know them. And not only do I know, I have already begun to act. Behind the veil of what you see, a heavenly world is moving, orchestrations, interventions, divine connections, all aligning to bring my promises to life in you. Even when you see no change, know that I am never still, though the surface appears calm. Beneath it, I am turning all things for my purpose in you. The world will tell you, you must do more. You must prove your worth. But my kingdom says this, rest. Trust me. Let me do it. This is not a call to passivity. It is an invitation to step out of the fleshly struggle and into a life led by faith and surrender. When you choose to slow down and listen, instead of rushing to keep pace with the world, when you place the steering wheel of your life into my hands, instead of trying to control it all yourself, when you choose to trust me rather than lean on your own understanding, then your path will be made straight. The unclear roads will begin to brighten. The closed doors will open at the right moment. The scattered pieces will start to align, and you will realize you don't need to understand everything to move forward. You only need to know the one who leads you is faithful. You may ask, how can I be sure? Look back. Remember the times I lifted you when you thought you had fallen for good. Remember when I provided unexpectedly. Remember the peace you felt for no reason you could explain. These are proofs that I am still working, and I will not stop halfway. I am not the one who begins and abandons. What I have begun in you, I will bring to completion, not because you are always good, but because I am always good, not because you are always obedient, but because I am always faithful. My child, step out from the burden of earning worth. Step into the freedom of being a beloved child, loved for who you are, not for what you do. Live, not to earn my love, but because you are already fully, unconditionally, immovably loved. You are the one I have chosen, not to strain yourself into greatness, but for me to reveal my glory through your very life. Be ready, be still, be surrendered, and you will see with your own eyes the things I have promised. So, my beloved, once again I call you, seek me, not in haste, not in habitual formality, but with a heart that is sincere and longing. Seek me like the thirsty, seek water in the desert, like the lost seek light in the night, like the child far from home seeks the arms of the waiting father. I know you carry unspoken burdens, unfinished dreams, delayed hopes, unanswered questions. I know you are juggling responsibilities, pressures, relationships, emotions, and sometimes, in the midst of all that, your soul grows weary. You thirst for something deeper, truer, more enduring. That something is me. My child, seek my righteousness. Live with a heart of integrity, not to earn praise from others, but to walk rightly in my light. Righteousness will not make you proud, it will make you free. When you live in truth, you will not live in fear. You will not need to wear masks. You will not need to maintain an image, for you are living in the design I intended from the beginning. And when you live like that, when I am at the center, when righteousness is your path, the goodness will flow to you. Not because you did more, not because you became more perfect, not because you earned it, but simply because you positioned yourself to receive. Blessings will come not by human calculation, but by heaven's way, full of grace, full of love, and always on time. My child, I am your father, not a distant image, not a religious theory, but a living, powerful, and merciful being. As your father, I delight in giving good gifts to my children. I am not stingy. I do not withhold. I do not wait for you to earn your reward before I bless you. My love is unconditional. That means I love you simply because you are my child. Nothing more. Nothing less. Trust in me no because you understand everything, but because I understand all things. Trust in me no because you are always right, but because I am never wrong. Trust in me because I am faithful, the one who has kept my word through countless generations, the one who has done the impossible, and the one who is still working in your life every single day. When you put your trust in me, you will see that I am true to my word. Not a single promise I have spoken will return void. Not one prophecy about your life have I forgotten. I remember them all. I have written them on my heart, and I will fulfill them in due time, in the right way, and in a manner far beyond what you could imagine. Trust in me and you will begin to experience something deeper, fullness, not merely temporary material sufficiency, but a wholeness that flows from within your soul. It is when you open your eyes each morning and no longer feel empty. It is when you face challenges yet still sense a peace that surpasses understanding. It is when you realize that even though the world may shake, one who is with you do not change. My beloved child, if you truly trust in me and walk in deep fellowship with me, you will not just exist, you will live abundantly. A life not burdened by the exhaustion of chasing success or approval, a life of freedom. For you are no longer a slave to fear, to shame, or to your past. A life that is blessed, because you are living in the very purpose I planted in your heart before the foundation of the world. This abundance does not come from outward things, it flows from my presence within you. And as you live in that fullness, every other area of your life will be transformed. Your relationships will grow in sincerity. Your work will gain new meaning. Your time will become precious. And every moment lived will become an act of praise. My dear child, do not doubt any longer. Do not delay. Do not let fear or past disappointments hold you back. My arms are still open, and they will never close to you. Each day is a new opportunity to return. Each day is a fresh invitation to trust. Each day is another testimony of my unwavering faithfulness. Come, live, believe, receive, for I am your Father, and I never break a promise. Now, let me teach you how to pray over your life. Almighty God, today I come to you with a heart that longs for you. I let go of every distraction, every external noise, and every inner confusion to seek your face. Teach me to seek you not in haste or only in times of need, but with love and a deep desire to dwell in your presence daily. Teach me to love your righteousness, to live in the truth of your word, and to place you above all else in every thought, decision, and dream of my life. Lord God, I confess there are times when my faith wavers. I am quick to doubt when things don't go as I expect. But today, I surrender to your will. I know that you never break your promises, and I choose to trust you, even when I do not see the way ahead. Straighten every crooked path in me. Lead me by your faithfulness and kindness. Uphold my soul so that even in the midst of storms, I will walk according to your calling without fear, without hesitation. Loving Father, I know you love me with an unchanging love, not because I deserve it, but because you loved me first. Yet there are times I feel unworthy. Times I see myself as a failure. Break every lie that has taken root in my mind. Let your Holy Spirit renew my soul and remind me that I am called by your name, intricately formed in my mother's womb by your loving hands. Help me live each day in my true identity, a beloved child, chosen and eternally valuable. Creator and Father, I thank you for your miraculous guidance in my life. So many times I lost my way, yet you straightened every crooked road. When I was impatient, you taught me patience. When I lost heart, you used your perfect timing to show me that all things are good in your hands. I thank you for not acting according to what I imagined, but according to what is truly best for my life. Lord God, I thank you for choosing me among countless people. Through all my failures, even when I did not understand myself, thank you for seeing potential in me when all I could see were my limitations. Thank you for calling me not through noise, but through the deep whisper in my soul. I am your chosen, called, and loved, and that is enough for me to live a life of gratitude. I offer this prayer in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that together we can build a strong community of faith.